Hey guys, so I found this really interesting way to use AI to get a bunch of traffic to your site. And it doesn't really matter if it's related to your niche or to your business or whatever it is that you're doing or whoever it is that you're helping to rank their site. This is a very specific type of strategy. And if we take a look at this example over here, CelebrityNetWorth gets a bunch of traffic, a lot of traffic every single day. And we can go to this website just to kind of show you what this is, CelebrityNetWorth. And basically what this is, tells you the net worth of different celebrities. So we have athletes, we have business owners, we have celebrities, we have politicians. And if we go to business, we have like billionaires, CEOs, criminals, designers, executives, lawyers. We can go to, for example, designers, and we have this Candace Olsen net worth. We have David Bromstad net worth, all of these designers. We have different athletes. And if you were to search in Google for an athlete, let's say like Tiger Woods net worth, right? You obviously get the answer around here, but the first link over here is from this website, CelebrityNetWorth. You can see 1.3 billion, and I can scroll down and we kind of get like the description of the past year. So 1995, he was worth 10 grand, and then 97, 7 million. Now, when we go back to Ahrefs, we can go to the organic keywords. And, before we go in here, you can see pulling in 4.4 million traffic per month, has over 150,000 organic keywords, and it's ranking really well in the different AI citations. But if we go ahead and click on organic keywords, you can see over here that all of these people over here, these are all different celebrities. So we have Kai Cenat, Conor McGregor, Scotty Scheffler, Cristiano Ronaldo, Taylor Swift. So it's basically the person's name plus their net worth. And it's just very interesting to see because you can really tell that people love celebrities and they search every single month for these celebrities, right? Kai Cenat gets 153,000. Taylor Swift gets 265,000 per month. People basically searching for her height. I mean, honestly, I find this pretty crazy. But again, the whole concept here is that people love their celebrities. And what's also pretty interesting here is that there are certain like e-commerce websites, like for example, this one, CMR Chamaripa, who sells elevator shoes, which are basically shoes to make you a little bit taller, 2 to 6 inches taller to be exact. And you can scroll down here and they have like all of these different shoes with different sizes, with different prices. So we can click on this, for example, and you can kind of see that, all right, this is how tall you're going to be. You're 5'7", and then you can be 6 feet afterwards. And if we take this URL and I take it back into Ahrefs, we can see that it gets, it has over 1.8 thousand organic keywords, and it has around 10,000 organic traffic. And if we go to keywords and we can search for, like, for example, height, right? I put Command F and search for height. You can see that we have Jason Statham height. We have Kit Harington height. We have Richard Gere height, Mel Gibson height. So these are all different celebrities that get all of these different searches per month. And so I, for example, can search for Mel Gibson height. We can click on this and we can see keyword difficulty, search volume 1.7K, no cost per click available, but it still gets a lot of traffic. We can kind of see all of the different sites that rank for this. And you can see that this shoe site actually ranks number 6, which is not bad at all. And again, we can click on this and it takes us to this specific, product detail page. It's very, very simple. It is the shop for this shoes, right? If you click on shop, you get this shoe shop. But Mel Gibson height, does Mel Gibson wear lift shoes, right? February 17th, 2024. And you have to kind of search for the height. It's actually pretty annoying because it doesn't really have his height. But instead here it says he was 5'8". He surprisingly looks 6'1" when he wore these elevator shoes. So basically what they're doing, as you can see, elevator shoes, basically what they're doing is that they're finding these images of these celebrities wearing elevator shoes, right? So this guy is wearing elevator shoes. So before the elevator shoes, he would basically be 5'8", and now he is 6'1". So it kind of like elevated his height a little bit. And if I click on this, it should take me to that shop. There we go. So it takes you to that shop based on this. So really, really interesting technique over here. Also over here, the ads up to 18% off in this specific page that gets high traffic. And now what we can do here is we can open Claude Code and we can kind of find out or set up a similar system here. So what I can write is like, this e-commerce company that sells elevator shoes has high ranking pages that shows the height of popular celebrities. People search for Mel Gibson height, and they have this page that not only shows his height, but it also shows how taller he got when wearing these elevator shoes, and shows an image of him wearing the elevator shoes, obviously. And what are similar strategies that we can use? Open to ideas, obviously no elevator shoes. So Claude says the pattern at work: hijack a high volume informational query that implies a hidden insecurity or curiosity, specifically here with celebrities, because celebrities gets a lot of traffic. And then make the answer page double as a visual product demo. So here are transferable place. So it says hair fibers, wigs. That might be an interesting one. Like, we can do like celebrity name and hair color. Anti-aging skincare is also pretty interesting. So how old is, Mel Gibson, or how old is Cristiano Ronaldo? Mortgage might be an interesting one. So like Mel Gibson house, how much does Mel Gibson house cost? So you can like mix all of these different keywords with these celebrities. So I'm actually going to try with the mortgage one. So let's do mortgage. So we can say, let's try with the mortgage category. This is for a real estate company in the Miami area. We want to make detailed pages for celebrity homes in Miami. So scrape the web for their like actual home images. And then we can submit this. And basically we want to get like a nice little, like a detailed page or a blog page that kind of shows, hey, Jeff Bezos lives in Miami. This is his home. This is how much it costs. Now what we have here is we have Jeff Bezos' page. So as you can see, we have his image, Jeff Bezos, celebrity homes, Indian Creek Village, Jeff Bezos Miami compound, Costa Bay Miami Realty. So that's like the company. So we have total spent 234 million, combined square feet 38,300, pretty big. 5.68 acres, which is crazy. And we get a very brief story as to how he bought this, or what the story is here. And we can go down here, the properties, 3 deals. So he actually bought 3 different properties. And over here it says the neighborhood. All right, Indian Creek Village, Tom Brady lives here, the Trumps live here, this person, Don Shula, lives here. And then the final point here, obviously, is this call to action, that this is for like some, real estate agent that lives in this, or that sells homes in this area. So again, we get a pretty good draft, but it's not the best, right? Like, and in terms of context of this specific blog post, it's not good either. And it's going to take a lot of different credits or a lot of tokens to kind of get it working properly, to add, links to your own site, or to get backlinks to this, actually deploy this to your website. And now one interesting way of doing this without having to go through that whole Claude Code process and, spending tokens and whatnot, you can go to Arvow and you can create an article template. You can create one from scratch. We can call this one like Celebrity Homes, for example. And what we can do is we can create a prompt for Arvow to use to generate this specific page. And if you want to get that prompt, I'll include it down below. Just comment the word prompt. We can select multiple languages if we wanted to. And in the knowledge base, we can again, use one of our websites, add internal linking, and then go over here and choose that Celebrity Homes template. And basically the entity can be like Jeff Bezos, for example, and the product category can be like celebrity homes. And then we can add that article and we can open it up and we can see Jeff Bezos' 147 million Miami homecoming inside the Indian Creek assemblage. So we can see his home over here. You can see the nice Miami background. We have all of this content. And when you open it up to revise it, you can go ahead and see that it has a bunch of different external links. And if you link your own website, you have also your internal links. And then once you're done with this, you can basically go ahead and publish this article directly to your website, or obviously download the contents of this article. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know down in the comments below. And like always, guys, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.